So I tried to get sponsored while having 75 subscribers. And before telling you how it went, let me first explain to you why I did it. As I mentioned in this video, I kind of struggle with anxiety, so doing weird, challenging and unusual things was never my biggest strength. As a matter of fact, I always kind of avoided it. So when I got this idea and realized that no one has done it before and that there is a high chance that I will just make a fool out of myself, it seemed like the perfect way to tackle it. My initial plan was to just contact a couple of brands that I have something to offer to other than a massive audience and see how it goes. I eventually had to do a lot more than that, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The two brands that I decided to initially target were Storyblocks and Skillshare. I chose Storyblocks because I do a lot of storytelling on this channel, which requires good stock footage, and they have exactly that. So I can directly showcase the value of their services. And as for Skillshare, well, there are a lot of things that I want to learn and that I'm planning to make videos about. And considering the fact that I already use the platform and like it, I can see it playing a big part in the learning process, which again would directly showcase the value of their services. With that being said, the first step was to find a way to contact them. Skillshare was pretty straightforward since they have a specific page for things like this, but I couldn't find one for Storyblocks, so I had to contact their support hoping that they could provide me with an email that I can use. And while waiting for them to get back to me, I went ahead and wrote an email for Skillshare, sent it, and then kept waiting. The next day, I heard back from Storyblocks who sent me a form to fill. And right away after reading the sentence, I felt like it was a lost cause. But I could not let it stop me because the key to getting over my issues is to condition my head into accepting that I have nothing to lose. It's literal win, no lose situation. I have to make a move no matter the potential outcome. So I filled the form and sent it. Yeah, considering that they asked me nothing after answering no to that question, I probably won't be hearing back from them. A week went by and no answers yet from neither of them. To be honest, at that point I was kind of putting all my hopes on Skillshare, so I went back to check the email that I sent them and realized two things. First, I forgot to mention this project itself, which I think could really help me get their attention. And second, I should focus everything on this project itself. I don't know if it's just me feeling like nobody would really want to sponsor a channel with 75 subscribers, but I was too focused on providing them with as much value as I possibly can. Which honestly, besides this video potentially going viral, I have none. So starting from that point, I decided to change my tactics. My whole pitch was now going to be focused on this video itself. The only issue that I had yet to resolve was how I'm going to get them to see it in the first place. I was a bit lost, until I came across this video in which Khalid and Samir interviewed Reed, Mr. Beast's manager. And after watching it, I got a bit of an idea that seemed pretty stupid. But then it hit me. Wouldn't that be exactly what my brain would tell me to stop me from potentially making a fool out of myself? I mean, it doesn't sound that far from reality. Which is why I sent him this message to be safe, followed by this one the next day to make sure that I'm not half-assing it. And because I already went that far, I blessed the internet with this tweet a couple of days later, because why not? I mean, they're either going to help me or make fun of me, and considering that I just wanted results, I was fine with both. I forgot that neither was an option too. At that point, I was starting to slowly lose hope. I wasn't getting any results, and the pressure of uploading something was starting to build up. So I did consider ending it on a I tried and I failed and that's good type of life lesson. But thanks to the feedback of my wife and my best friend, I realized how bad of an idea that would be, and decided to keep going instead until I either make it or run out of ideas. So I sat down and started a brainstorming session. I tried to think of everything that I could potentially do. And by the end of it, I had two big ideas that I haven't tried yet. The first one was to message every single YouTuber that I like and or look up to, that could either help me get in contact with a brand or that have a brand of their own that I can promote. And the second one was to find small businesses on TikTok and ask them if they would like to join me on this fun project. I started with what seemed like the easiest one, sending them messages. A lot of messages. Then I hopped on TikTok and tried to find really interesting brands. And whenever I found one, I sent them either a message or an email about the project. Surprisingly, it didn't take that long to hear back from them. Out of the 5 brands that I contacted, 2 answered me almost instantly. I was a few hours in and I was already getting better results than the last 2 weeks combined. The first owner took a look at my message and answered with a very kind and encouraging no. The second owner, on the other hand, got a lot more interested in my video idea, so we chatted for a bit and she said that she was down. I honestly could not believe my eyes. Just a few days prior to that, I was 2 steps away from giving up because I thought that it was impossible, and I suddenly got a yes. I did it. And even though I was ready to do it for literally nothing, she was extremely kind and sent me 3 custom products. Which brings us to the following. I'm extremely honored and excited to tell you that this video is sponsored by Wolf Palace. Hold on, let me bring out the salesman in me. Hey, do you have a dog? Yes? Well, you're in luck. Because Wolf Palace brings you high quality custom jewelry and dog accessories for both you and your pets to enjoy. From their collars, leashes and custom tags with the face of your fur babies engraved in them, to their custom engraved jewelry, everything is made with love to make both you and your pets happy. Check this out. These are the 10 and 15mm pendants, made with real 925 sterling silver, and those are the faces of my cats hand-drawn and engraved in them. Look at how cute they are. They're also available in 14K gold and 14K rose gold platings. Or if you really don't do silver, you can also get them in real solid 14 karat 585 gold instead. And all you have to do to get your own is take a cute picture of your pet, go to their website link in the description, order your own, and they will take care of the rest. Thank you so much Wolf Palace for sponsoring this video and helping me make this happen. Now let's get to the moral of the story. This challenge really opened my eyes and made me realize that some things are not as scary as they might seem in my head. They're not really scary at all. And while this for sure didn't magically solve my issues, I'm actually excited instead of being worried about some scarier things that I'm planning to do in the future. So yeah, make sure to stick around for that. If you have goals and dreams you would like to achieve, I highly suggest watching this video next since it might help you. Or if you're just looking for inspiration or a highly motivating story, you can check this one next. It's all about the story of a guy who went from being $100,000 in debt to making $250,000 a year by teaching people how to play video games. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care.